Hi folks, so today we are going to move on with our trigonometry, and we're going to look at how we would use the tan function to be able to find the opposite side in a right angle triangle. Okay, so you already have practiced using the tan button on the calculator, and hopefully you all got on okay with that. So today we're going to see how we actually use trigonometry to work out one of the lengths of sides. So our learning intentions are that we can label the sides with the opposite and the adjacent, and then write down the tan ratio and substitute in the numbers that we need, and then that leaves us with an equation which we can then solve to find out the missing side. Okay, so let's look at an example. Now, if you could copy this example into your jotters, so you've got an example, just put the title that's there, using tan to find the opposite side, and we need to copy out the diagram. And when you're doing the questions from the textbook, you're going to have to copy out the diagrams there as well. So just a little small right angle triangle, doesn't have to be big. And this question is, can we find the length of side x correct to one decimal place? So x is here. We've been told this angle down here is 53 and that this side is 7. So the first thing you have to do, once you've done your little sketch and written on your two sides in your angle, is you need to label which side's the opposite and which side's the adjacent. So remember, the opposite side is, if you look at the angle you're going to be using, which is 53, it has to be opposite that angle. Okay, so that's why x is the opposite side and 7 is adjacent. The adjacent is the side that always touches the angle, remember. So the tan ratio is that tan of the angle is opposite over adjacent. So this is what we need to be learning off by heart so that we can use it whenever we need to. So in this one, the angle that we know, 53, I've called it C because there's a letter C just at the edge there. So I've written tan C is opposite over adjacent. So that's our ratio. And then I've substituted in the numbers that I know. So I know that C is 53 from the diagram. So I've written 53 in there. And I know that the adjacent side is 7. So that's why there's a 7 instead of an A now. And the opposite side in the question, it's been called x, so I've just replaced the O for opposite with an x. So that's where this second line has come from. Then what we do is, well, really what we've got here is we've got an equation, because tan 53 is just a number. You know that you can type in your calculator tan 53 and it'll just give you a number. So really this is a number equals x divided by another number. So it's an equation. And to solve an equation, remember, we try to get x on its own, so we do the opposite. So at the minute x is being divided by 7, we don't want that divide by 7 there, so we times both sides of the equation by 7. So I end up with 7 times tan 53 is equal to x. Or some people like to think of it as the 7 multiplies up onto this side. You can think of it like that as well. And then all we do is type that line into the calculator. So in your scientific calculator, make sure it's in degrees mode, and then type in 7 times tan 53, and the answer you should get is 9.3 something, but it's 9.3 to one decimal place. Okay, so if you copy that one down, whenever we're doing it, we're going to have all these lines of working, so 4 lines of working. Try and keep your equals in a nice straight line as well whenever you're doing it. I'm going to do one more example for you, but you don't need to copy this one because it's really just the same thing. So last example then. So again, we've got the triangle up here. This triangle is called PQR. We've been told the angle P is 39, and we've been told this side's 5.5. So because I'm dealing with this 39 down here, straight away I would go straight across and say that this side over here must be the opposite. So x is the opposite and the adjacent is 5.5. Okay. So then we start the question the same way. We write down tan, this time the letter is called P, is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. And you need to write this for every line, and if you keep writing it, then it'll just go in your head. P is 39 degrees, so I've replaced it with 39. The opposite is x and the adjacent is 5.5, so they've been replaced there. The number on the bottom times both sides by that number, and we end up with 5.5 times tan 39 will give us x. Type that into the calculator and we end up with x is 4.5 centimetres. Okay, so same thing each time. So I'd like you to try these questions here from the TJ Nat 4 Plus textbook. It's 19.2 on page 151. There is another example there which you can look at, and the first question they've laid out for you as well. So just take your time with it. If you get a bit stuck or confused because you don't know what letters what or what's going on, then send me a little message and I'll see if I can help you anymore. But ideally, I'd like you to try and get questions 1 to 4 done for Thursday. Okay, well done.